I thought about doing something about the interactive whiteboard in the language classroom, but I thought, well, we don't have so many language teachers here, so we're just going to cut that out. And I'm just going to talk about chances and limits of the interactive whiteboard in the classroom. So I made a few things myself, and mostly they are about language teaching, but there are also some other things that I try to tell you as well. Okay, so first thing, media in school. Up to now, every school has got different types of media. It doesn't have to be an interactive whiteboard. It can also be a CD player. It can be the blackboard. It can be, I don't know, an overhead projector as well. And because of increasing technological nature of teaching, we get more and more opportunities to how to teach. So we don't only have a blackboard, we can also use other media or combine them or everything. But we also need special conditions, competences, and a media concept in the schools to make real teaching with new media. So, media concept in school. The value of media during lesson is important, of course. It can be time-saving, and there can be a growth of knowledge. But it should be only used in phases when it helps to facilitate the topic. So when you think, well, I can make a huge animation about that, but it just confuses your pupils, it doesn't really help. And it's only possible when the conditions are good. So when you've got devices to do that, when you've got a concept, how you do it, ideas, how you want to include it into your teaching. And you should not use it because it's here, because you say, well, I can do it, I don't need this, but I can do it as well. And yeah, what do you have to do before you start teaching with an interactive whiteboard or another new medium? In order to get an increase of media competences, teachers have to receive a good further training so that they know how to use it. That's really important, and I think that's not in all the schools. So we have to make that teachers really can use it. And the use of new media also needs a new type of tasks to support and require autonomous and goal-oriented learning. So, yeah, tasks have to change. You cannot just do multiple choice tasks or something like that. You have to vary the worksheets that you make or the things that you want the pupils to learn, because you've got new competences, new ways to show it. Yeah, you can do cooperation of different subjects. So I don't know, if you've got a history topic in languages, you can combine history and the languages as well. You can try to do this, and lessons become unpredictable because when you use media, you not always know if it works or not. You always have to have a plan B, or sometimes it doesn't work like you wanted it to work, and it's really, yeah, not simple sometimes. Yeah, teachers, guide, and moderator. So the role of the teacher changes. It's not the center of the lesson anymore. It's just, yeah, at the side, helping the students when they don't know what to do or when they need further support. And yeah, you need new task formulations like multi-codification. That means you need text, pictures, or videos, not only text or not only pictures, so you have to combine these. You need multimodality, which means visual and auditive devices, or both together, audiovisual things. And multi-referentiality, so different resources, like you're not only working with a whiteboard, or they're not only searching for information in the internet, but also in the library that you have in the school, for example. Okay, possibilities. What can you do with new media? Older people can help younger ones, so when you've got a discussion forum, when you've got a platform where they can discuss, they can help each other. It's also good that the knowledge can be distributed to children that don't get the topic as much as other pupils in the class. And learning becomes clearer and more entertaining when you use different media, so it's not only good for motivation, but it helps to make some things easier, and yeah, they like it more than they would like when you've got a worksheet with a lot of text and they only have this. And when using an audiovisual presentation of a topic, you can remember the learned things more easily and do not attempt to forget about it. So it's easier to see a picture and to know, yeah, I can think of that text, it would fit, and to see the connections to it. Yeah, there's a high transformation of information to knowledge, that's what I already said, and it supports learning by doing. So if you got an animation, you can try it, you have an experiment, you can film it. So there are other possibilities how to do it. Yeah, but as I said, you don't have to use new media only because you have it, but it has to be necessary to have a higher impact on the children. So one example would be the interactive whiteboard. But we still have some problems in schools. Like most of the time, teachers do not use them as they have no idea how to use them. They need further education to do this. There are different type of writing. When you used to write on a blackboard with chalk and you've got this pen in your hand for the first time, it's really different. You can't write properly. You've got your hand on the board and then it's all messed up or something like that. You've got less space, so it's just one huge thing, you can't open it or something like this. And you have to decide if you want a fixed or a mobile version. There are also mobile versions that you can take to one classroom to another, but there's also some difficulties with that. So, arguments for teachers, plus or minus, positive or negative ones. What are arguments for teachers for or against an interactive whiteboard? What do you think? Who uses an interactive whiteboard or has used it in the past?
That's true, yes.
Yeah.
I have some formation in interactive whiteboards, but in my discipline we don't use. But I know my colleagues, especially for maths and language, they use a lot the interactive whiteboard. They like a lot. I don't know how they manage them.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Petra?
I think it is a big plus that you can store the pictures and your whole lesson, and you can even give it to students who are ill or absent, and upload it in the learning management system. And you can use it again in the next lesson.
Yeah.
What have we done last week, and now we continue.
That's true. You don't have it on the blackboard and have to write under your panel, please don't delete this, we need this in a week or something like this, and you can't use the blackboard anymore. Some other arguments for or against whiteboards? What do you think?
Doesn't somehow amplify as well this one man show or one ladies show? Meaning you have one whiteboard, interactive whiteboard, and only one person can use it?
The new whiteboards are used for more than one student. They can work together.
Not the board, maybe. But in general, do you have the space because they are not that huge, you know? Because we have 4 children standing there, and it's quite small.
I think there are huger ones, but they are more expensive than the other ones. Yeah, that's true. Other arguments? Petra?
One minus is that you need a teacher who cares for the whiteboard. And who also educates the other teacher at school. There's no responsibility from one person.
And if it used to make some abilities of this tool, you may manage some special software, not just saving these screens, but to use this software for some math or geometry or physics. And if you're like in Latvia, so we have a small amount of this software because of a language problem. If you do not know English language, then you can't use this software either. And
yeah, that's true. I also have the English version because there's only the English version, I think. Yeah, Right.
And when we have invented this tool in our school, those traders or inventors told that, oh, there will be a lot of materials and software and so and so and so, but they just sell this tool, install it, and go away, and there was no special software for maths or languages or something like that. If you can't manage these on internet and, I don't know, translate it by yourself or something like that, so that's one of the problems.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I will show you my arguments. So, whoops. Plus arguments are many possibilities of preparation. So you can use text, pictures, videos, you can combine them, everything like that. Increase of media competence, of course. Or it should be better if you've got an increase of media competence. It has all the functions of a normal blackboard, except the space. And there are many ways to highlight important parts. So you can make them bigger, you can highlight them like with a pen, or you can just use another color to do this. It is easy to save panels. So as you said, you can just save them, use them in the next lesson again. Or you can also give them to the students for homework to just develop it, and then they can just tell the class in the next lesson. And there are also opportunities to differentiate in heterogeneous classes, so that you cannot all, you can have different tasks, or easier tasks, or other tasks, and they can work together. They can collaborate, and older students can teach the younger, and things like that. Minuses are there is a long training period till you know everything that you can do with this thing. You just stand in front of it and you have to learn how to use it, and it really takes a lot of time until you learn how to do the worksheets, or till you've done the worksheets. It really takes a lot of time, and it needs lots of space. A training is necessary, and you have to have own ideas for the usage in the classroom. So nobody's telling you can use this and that and that, and it fits for you. You have to change it, you have to develop your things for your class. Arguments for students, for or against whiteboards. What's important for students? What changes? Do you have some ideas?
You can't take it back home, but you can.
That's true.
So this device is only available with the tool.
Not really, because when you've got a school license for the software, you can also use it at home. So the students can download it and have them on their PC and can also work on it. That's also possible. Other arguments?
It seems much modern in the school if this tool is there.
Yeah.
So
it counts for students,
even
possibly.
if you are not using it by this purpose, but it seems very well and modern.
Something else? Nope. Okay. My arguments were it is an increase of motivation because it seems modern. It is something new. So yeah, we can use it. We can go there and touch it and do freaky things with it. It is an increase of media competence as well for the students, because they also have to learn how to use it and how to use it properly, not doing just funny things and draw. It is an easier visualization. They can watch it, they can watch videos and have text beside. Also, disabled pupils are more motivated and have a chance to participate because they can collaborate and they can also visualize it, and they can get help with a whiteboard as well. There's a reinforcement of social competences through group work. So as I said, you can collaborate with other students. You can have different level and expert groups as well, which are taking the role of the teacher and give things to the class and give knowledge to them. Minus is that the concentration on technology instead of the content of the lesson could be increased, so that they think, oh, that's really cool that we've got a video, but they don't look at the video and they don't get the information that's in there, or they only perceive the fun factor and forget about the real learning objective because it's just modern and who cares about what she's doing, but she's doing it. Okay, how to use the interactive whiteboard during lessons. The first thing is just use it like a normal blackboard or an overhead projector. It's the easiest way, I think. You could just write on it or project pictures. So just use it with presentations, as we do here. Or there are other things. You can scan or download pictures and label them. So if you've got things like that, it might take a minute now till it opens. Come on. That's an example for biology, by the way. If it works. Hopefully.
With scan, you mean that it makes some kind of screenshot from the...
You can make a screenshot, but you can also scan it on a scanner and then put it into this program as well.
Ah, and show it on the whiteboard.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Just a minute. Yeah. So we got it like this. Got a skull. So you can just go on and label it. Like, this is a head. I don't know anything from biology, so that's probably the basic thing. Should be right. Okay, things like that. Or you can hide labels so that the pupils have to name them as well, because when you did it once with a skull, you labeled it, and in the next lesson you want to repeat it, you can do that as well. There is a curtain function, so that you just use the one that you had before and you draw a curtain before that. I'm using another one now. Phones off, please. Okay, so we've got this one. We want to learn the colors. We did them before. What would be the first one in English? What? Purple? Who said purple? Blue. What's the first one? Blue. Blue. So you can just make it like this. What's the next one? Brown. Brown. Great. Next one? Gray. Yeah. Green. Orange. Pink. Yeah, pink. Red. Black. Purple or violet, yeah. And the last one? White, right. So you can just do it like this to revise the colors. The red one is made by myself because I couldn't find a red one, so I painted it with paint. That's why it looks like that. Okay. Or you can brainstorm, which can be ordered in classes or hierarchies afterwards. I've got 2 examples for this. Next time I'm taking a quicker laptop. Okay, so you can do it like this. You just add a topic and then you just write some words in it. Or you can put it in a hierarchy. How do we do this? Like that. So like things that you do very frequently, rarely, or occasionally. That's another possibility. Or you're just doing it like very relevant to not relevant. Or you can just do it as you want to. It was a German one, so I just tried to prepare it for you in English. Okay, or another one. I asked you to bring some devices which can scan QR codes. Do you have some with you? Okay. So we're going to try this, and I hope it works. I tried it twice, also with some people in Germany, and it worked as well. Okay, we're going to do a word cloud. The topic is media. Come on. Now, come on. Okay. Why don't you work right now? Okay.
Be patient.
QR code. I'm not patient, I'm sorry. So here's the QR code. If it doesn't work, I've got a website where you can do it as well.
That's working.
Okay. So if you have it, I want you to type in what you, I don't know, the first thing that comes into your mind when you think of media. That's good. That's another possibility, yeah.
Du musst aber erklären, dass alles. Weißt du,
Steht das da?
bei mir muss man so einen Pfeil weiterdrücken und dann nochmal absenden.
Oh yeah. And if you're ready, you just click on the button which says absenden so that it gets to the board as well.
Great stuff. Just one word we can't.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what it is. It can just be like CD player.
Yeah, maybe you just have hands on the scanner.
Check. Doesn't want to? No. Okay. But no, it's all right. Sorry. Okay, so let's see what you got. You have to click on the button which says absenden at the end so that I can see it here. It's in Portuguese, so you just have to click on the button which says, I don't know what it says. Okay. No?
Okay.
Is there a time lag from taking?
A bit, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I thought that would be really cool to integrate mobile phones if it works. So some of you seem to have problems with it. But otherwise, you can also go onto the web page and enter a special code, and then it should work as well. Okay. So let's end this. Thank you for your help to do this. Okay. Next one, you can put sentence into the right order. It's again for languages. Okay, so we've got two sentences which are not in the right way. What would be the first sentence? So Don sees. What else? Whoops. Right. Right. Dots on a pad. Unfortunately, I don't have a interactive whiteboard, so I just have to drag it here, but normally you can just go there and touch it, which is much better, more activating for pupils. Okay, just to see that. Next things that you could do, you can prepare a clause. Do you all know what that is? Text with gaps. You can use it in every subject, I think. I prepared one for you as well. Ich habe es nicht ganz geschlossen. Das ist es hier. Ja, leider nicht. Ja, ich habe es auf minimiert eigentlich schon. Ich habe das erste gar nicht geschlossen, aber trotzdem geht es nicht. Okay, so I prepared one for you. You've got irregular and regular verbs in English.
Yeah.
When did she run home? She ran home the day before yesterday. So how can you do this right now? How can you put in the word which is not here? There are different ways to do this. Text field, right? You can just do text field and add run. What else? When you've got an interactive whiteboard, just write it down. Or you can just do it like that. I've got a white field. No. I've got a white field here, so I can just move it away, and I've got it here, so I'm saving some time without writing it on. When I don't just have 5 minutes and I just want to do it like this and not take every pupil and write it down, I can just pull it away and use it. Yeah. Okay. Students can prepare interactive tasks for their fellow students. So as I said, they can download the software at home. They can prepare tasks at home as a homework, or they can use it when they've got laptops in school. They can collaborate and do some tasks for them. They can also play a digital board game. Got 2 examples for this now. Yeah. You could do chess, yeah. I found something like chess, but I thought for most of the pupils it's not really interesting. Not many pupils can still play chess. I'm not, so yeah. So you see, also the teachers don't play chess anymore. I'm sorry that it takes so long. Okay, so you can see it here. It's Teachopoly. We just start the game. I didn't put some questions in because I thought it would be too much if I'm going to do a board game for you. But just to see how it would work. If it works at all.
Is it possible to use this tool as well as an online tool, like we have the Etherpad, to do it at the same time in a collaborative way?
I don't think so. I haven't found it yet, but you can upload them.
Sure.
Yeah, and change it, exchange it. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's not working.
No. I think you just put the mark. That's if it's some kind of tricky of technology, may be against the learning things that you should know using this. It's not a problem. It's for the first time. I think it's fun of technology.
Yeah, that's true. So here we've got a field like at Monopoly. You can drag the things that you've got, you can use this one. So I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, nothing happens. That's bad. But most of the time you have cards, like university cards. So you can pick your question here. You get $40 or pounds here when you can answer this question. You get college cards, which are 20 pounds. And when you click here, you can also add the pounds that you earned. And the team with most of the money just wins. You can also go to jail. Teacher, click here to send student to jail. And if you want to get out, you just have to answer question correctly. So you can put your questions here. It's just, yeah, this is a presentation I just downloaded from a platform, and you can just use it, and it's not that hard to do it. Got another board game. It's also with answering questions. It's all that's teaching about, asking questions, getting answers. Okay, click to begin. The circle quiz game. It's also just downloaded from a page. You can add your questions and answers, everything like that. Getting points. And it looks really nice, really many colors. You can use it for younger children, I think. Well, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, I think we're just going to skip this because it would take too much. But I'm going to upload this presentation anyway, so you can see it as well. Okay, you can develop a panel together. As I said, students can collaborate and do things together, like pictures, film sounds, film experiments. And they can film experiments in physics, and they can talk about it. They can stop it, and they can put labels next to the film scene that they have here. They can also analyze films, of course. And they can also create a weather chart. I also created one for you. I hope it works this time. It's not that much at the board games. Yeah, so at the beginning it is still cloudy and rainy in the west of Germany. Okay, cloudy, rainy in the west, like here. So you can do it just like that. You can drag the pictures down there and create a weather chart with children in elementary school, for example. You can make a virtual tour through a museum, which I found quite cool because I found a web page from the National History Museum, I think.
Berlin?
National Museum of Natural History. I forgot where it is, in fact.
That's Washington.
Yeah, possibly. So you can just go there. Oh, cool. I can take a closer look at the things here. I don't know. You can go through the museum. Watch some skulls as well. So don't have to go to Washington to see that, really. To go there. You can also go to second floor. No, I want to go there. Things like that. Okay, you can assign terms to pictures. That's also for English classes. Okay, so to learn vocabulary of clothes. Oh, come on. Worked quite well this morning. I'm really sorry about that. I tried it like 5 times. It was quite okay.
It's good that you just techniques.
Yeah. Okay. So it's loading. We've got the words, we've got pictures. We have to find the right words for it. Thank you. First one is skirt. You can drag it right here. What's the second one? Pair of jeans, right? Third one? Pullover. Fourth one? Dress. And the last one, really hard now, tie. So let's check it. Oh, it's right. Great. I've got the next one. You really don't know how to do it, you can solve it. Okay, so geometric constructions. I'm sorry, I'm really not good at maths, but I tried to do some things with it. I think this is not working like that. No. Okay. Where is it? I think it was this one. I think I already tried to use this, so you can, where was it? As I said, I'm not really good at maths. So you can have a coordination cross and construct a few points, like, I don't know, -3 and 2. Yeah, it's really cool. You can double click on it and you can add a name. You can also just pull some points like here, and as you can see, you can already change it, so it's not fixed. If we add a third point, like 8, 1, we can just connect them. Connect them as well. And then we've got a triangle, and we can calculate the surface of it, the surface area, for example. That's one possibility, and that's pretty much all I can do with it because I'm not really good at maths. Just wanted to show that you have a lot of possibilities how to do it. I'm just not able to. Okay, so let's get back to this. Okay. Next thing, you can also practice drawing perspectives and vanishing points. That's really good for the artists here, but when you've got a picture, you can just draw it in. I have no example of that because I'm really crap at these things, so I didn't want to show you that. You can develop dialogues with inserting bubbles into pictures, so you can have real pictures and just add some bubbles, or you can just do it like doing it like I did. Oh, that's how I see the PowerPoint presentation, by the way. Okay, I just had this one. So you can add a text box, just add texts. Like, hallo, wie geht's? Basic German stuff. By the way, I had this stuff with my elementary children in Scotland. That's how they learned how to introduce to each other. Hallo, gut und dir? Basics. They're really much fun to do this themselves. How do I get back to the PowerPoint? Yeah. Okay, you can construct a route description with Google Earth. I downloaded that as well. But I don't want to show it because I think you all know Google Earth and I don't have to show it by now. You can just have route descriptions like you go the second road to the left or to the right and then, yeah, just along the street. You can do that in French as well. You can do that in German. It doesn't matter. You can also do it in your mother tongue when you've got, I don't know, a special poem which is about a city and you want to explore the city even more, then you can also do it in Google Earth. And you can associate expressions with each other. That's what I also did with my elementary children, that in the first lesson, when they didn't know any German at all, I told them that there are some words which are quite the same, so that they can learn German words by using it, by matching them to English words, which look rather okay. So you can also learn some German now, if you don't already know it. So we've got these ones. Again, the colors. Ah, you can't see it. That's really a pity with my laptop. Going to get a new one, I think.
But new ones don't have a VGA connection, so...
That's true, okay.
Careful.
That's even worse, yeah. Okay, so you've got the colors here in German and in English. Can you match some of them if you don't know any German? What can you match, for example?
You cannot manage if we know.
Yeah, but what could you match? What looks quite the same, for example? Blau and blue, yeah. You can guess orange, right? Orange and orange. Braun and brown, yeah. Violet and violet. Mm-hmm.
White and white.
Right, yeah. It's quite the same. Yeah. I think almost everything, like just schwarz is kind of hard, but if you got the other ones, you can just guess it. So they really liked it, and they really had motivation to get on with their German. Okay, or you can associate pictures with the right initial letter. Again, the colors. We should just stick to that as we learn them here. Come on. Uh-huh. Okay.
What did you do?
I'm sorry. It wasn't on purpose. Okay, so here you've got the colors. You have to match it to the right initial letter. So, for example, if you got blau, which initial letter has it? B. Yeah, or B. German B. Brown as well. Yeah. Oh, thank you for telling me. Got it here. I got my nice smileys again. So you can just drag them. Grau to the G sound, which should be here. Green as well. orange or something like that. You can just do it. I just did it myself and just took 5 minutes. Okay. That's all that I have as tools that you can use with your interactive whiteboards. I also thought about the topic, how would you like to prepare a good digital worksheet? So you should not use just simple multiple choice questionnaires. You should take care that your pupils construct the knowledge actively, so that you perhaps get an animation and they just learn what you want to tell them with that. Yeah, pupils can talk to each other to find out solutions. If you also get a learn management system, they can just discuss in a forum or something like this. Can use diverse range of tasks and also feedback, of course. Like when you've got something wrong, it should not just tell it's wrong, but also why it is wrong or what's the right answer. But this is really time-consuming if you want to prepare worksheets, and so it would be better if departments just work together and upload things so that everybody can use this. Yeah, there are just some pages where you can find worksheets. There are also stuff for the interactive whiteboard so that you don't have to do it yourself, not the whole time. And yeah, I think everybody knows hot potatoes, right? It's quite old. You all know it? You can do different things with that. Multiple choice tests, clause tests, crosswords, matching tests, right or wrong, and mixed words. So it's giving you quite a range of things to do with a smartboard as well. Yeah, the advantages and disadvantages of digital worksheets. They can construct new knowledge by themselves. They can deepen already acquired knowledge. Many school book publishers already have DVDs for interactive smartboards, and there are also, I think, some magazines which you can use. I had one in my last internship, I think. The preparation is quite easy. If you've got more worksheets, it's just really time-consuming, but you only have to do them once and you can reuse them every time or just develop them. But a minus is sometimes the tasks on the DVDs have to be modified because it's for another age group, or it's not quite the same topic, or you cannot use the whole range of it. Okay, that's kind of my presentation. I hope you learned something new. You know some new tools to use with the interactive whiteboard. You're not that insecure anymore, and have fun to try it, to download some things and to do some board games or something like that. So thank you very much. I'm really sorry that it was that slow.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Also for all this preparation. I guess there are quite a lot of questions in the back channel.
Okay.
For a comment.
For brainstorming, showing pictures, we do not necessarily need an interactive whiteboard. That's right. You don't need that. But normally, as you saw this with a QR code, I think it's getting much faster if just everyone's sitting on the seat. They don't have to get up. Like 10 students are just standing at the board trying to write something down. It's not that chaotic. And so it's an easier way to do it, I think. But, well.
Can I just jump in? This example with the QR code.
Yes, of course.
Was the QR code really a good example for an interactive whiteboard? Because actually we didn't use the whiteboard, we used our smart or mobile devices.
You used the mobile devices, but you could collect it on the interactive whiteboard, so everybody could see it.
But for the collection, you don't need the interactive whiteboard.
That's true.
Well.
That's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
But in general, it becomes somehow active because we could use our mobile devices.
Yeah. No, that's true, yeah. Okay. Does it really save time? For example, the close. It also takes a lot of time to prepare. Yes, that's true. But, yeah, like the next comment is saying, the first time we have to take some time preparing it, but we can use it again. So this question is somehow solved, I think. Wouldn't it be nice to have kind of smartboard app on mobile devices? I was looking for that and I couldn't find anything, but I found a question in a forum which says that Apple is going to prepare something for it. I don't know what that means or if it's happening or they just said it so that everybody is not saying anything anymore. But possibly they want to do something about that. People can work together in the same document. Is there something?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't find it.
You just have to ask Estonians, you know.
Yeah, right. Estonia has everything. We already know about that. You can probably have documents with your passport or something like that. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so you're going to check this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Examples where that chart doesn't make it sense to do that task on a tablet or mobile device so that everybody can participate. That's true, but if you don't have tablets or mobile devices here in school, sometimes they are forbidden in school. You can't use them. So it's a better way to do it right in front of everyone on a smartboard. That's what I think. But if you can use everything, an interactive whiteboard, mobile devices, that's even better. See the danger that with a whiteboard, the lessons are more focused on the teacher, a whiteboard than on the learning process. It depends. Why is it more focused on the teacher?
Because you ask questions and the students answer you.
But not all the time.
What?
But not all the time. You can do it like this.
Because when I taught when we presented it, like
Yeah.
colors, for example, or the buildings, for example, it was very much based on you, and that is how language education was done many years, but then proved to be very inclusive.
Well, you as a teacher has to introduce the task. The teacher has to introduce the task, but when I was doing it with my elementary school, it was just, the whole elementary school was out of 12 pupils, and we just sat on a carpet right in front of the interactive whiteboard. I just told them what to do, and they just went up and did it themselves. I didn't have to do anything. So it was not based on me, it was based on them, and they corrected each other when something was wrong. Yeah, Anna?
Is that possible that the pupils can create their task by themselves? So if they have group work, they can do it on their own computer and just bring it on the whiteboard, and so they can work without the teacher.
That's true. Yeah. That's also possible. When they can download the software at home, they can prepare some tasks at home, and they can take the role of the teacher and do it as well. So you don't need the teacher necessarily. It depends on the task that you have. What else? I agreed. From a front teaching question guided lessons. Okay, yeah. So it depends on the form that you have. Isn't a cheaper projector beamer with tablet connection as effective? Yeah. Whoops. I think the answer is just given concerning iPads, it will miss the handwriting, draw part with a pen, I'd say. Furthermore, you can connect a tablet to a whiteboard. So that's true, in fact, yeah. Don't know what to add now. So are there some other questions? Further questions? Something? Okay.
Handwriting is missing anyway, so.
No, you can take the pen. There are 4 pens with 4 different colors. You can just take them and draw. It's not like with chalk, but yeah.
Actually, in my college, it was once discussed because our students have to learn the proper way of writing, and that could be a tool to learn because you have to write in a special way.
Yeah, you have to write very accurately.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Kind of,
but what's also quite good, I know some teachers who have a really bad handwriting, they just type everything so that the pupils can read it, and actually read it for the first time. It wasn't possible with a blackboard. So yeah, so writing is not a problem with that.
Yeah, the visibility for also
That's right.
children that don't have such a good eyesight,
Yeah.
they sit in the back.
And just writing like that, it's not possible to see it.
Also the blackboard gets messy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah?
I'm just interested in, we have several countries here, and,
Yeah.
and a few weeks ago we visited Finland, and we also visited a normal gymnasium, country school in Finland, and there was in every classroom there was an interactive whiteboard and an old blackboard. How it is in your in the classrooms in your countries? Do you have interactive whiteboards in every class?
No.
I have to say it was the case in Scotland. When I was there, every classroom had an interactive whiteboard. Sometimes it was just the old one where you just have one pen, you can touch things, and you can't write with your 4 pens and have a rubber and everything. But they had an interactive whiteboard in every school, in every elementary school, also in the smallest village. I know that it's not the same in Germany.
And the teachers are used to use it.
Sometimes. Well, I had a teacher, my mentor was one who wasn't using the whiteboard at all. He was like 60, so he just used the overhead projector like every 3 weeks and didn't use the interactive whiteboard except he wanted to watch a DVD. But I used it a lot. And most of the teachers are.
I had a whiteboard in my second job in university, but I hate it because I haven't got a whiteboard nearby, so I should switch my projection of some kind of software what I'm teaching and switch between this whiteboard to write some things and figure some figures. So it was quite a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think most of the classrooms have a normal whiteboard and an interactive
the
one.
Second one,
Yeah.
as you said, or whiteboard, either whiteboard.
Yeah, that's true.
By hand, so, but it's stylish thing, I think.
Yeah, in Scotland they had a normal whiteboard where they could write with pens and an interactive whiteboard which they could use. But sometimes there was a problem that they were using the pens for the normal whiteboard for the interactive one and was just destroyed because you don't have to do this. It's a really bad thing to do. And so they had to buy new ones. Yeah.
I researched some data about what in Latvia there was a research about what teachers missing in their job for today in Latvia.
Yeah.
They're mainly missing 2 things: a lot of money earned and a whiteboard in their classrooms.
Yeah.
Otherwise, other things are very okay, and they're very, very happy.
Okay,
as
that's
teachers
good.
in Latvia. So.
That's a good sign. How is it in Estonia? Do you have interactive whiteboards everywhere, or
No.
no?
Oh.
Wow!
Even over there.
I don't know. I have been at school for a long time, but I think that I'm sure that we don't have in every classroom.
Just a ID card.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think big I.
Good, yeah. Other countries? Portugal? Whiteboards, yes or no? Do you have whiteboards? In every classroom?
No. But it's too expensive. You cannot use it in wall subjects.
That's
so
true.
Every school has
At least one.
Yeah,
every classroom.
Okay. So do you have mobile ones which you can use, like,
Yes.
I don't know, on every floor in every classroom, or just
Every school,
fixed?
Some schools have.
Yeah, okay. Good. Something else? Okay. Some.
Like very modern schools, but usually
Mm.
we don't.
Okay. Yeah,
They're too expensive.
that's true. They're still too expensive.
Still too expensive, yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so
Fine,
much.
thanks.
We are ready. Or can we smoothly continue with the next presentation? Thomas, can you check out the Wi-Fi? I think it's working.
Scheiß Laptop.